So in this session, I am going to talk about the drugs for COVID-19. Okay. So first of all, COVID-19. That means the corona virus infectious disease, which is appearing in 2019 December. Okay. So this is not the first time COVID is appearing, but the death rate is very much higher in this case. There is also others various in 2003 there is also COVID pandemic was there, but in little in very brief account. Okay, so this COVID, member this is the member of this is the member of SARS CoV-2. Okay, so that means SARS, that means the severe severe acute respiratory respiratory syndrome. Okay, and here the COV means coronavirus 2. So this is the family of the COVID-19 coronavirus. Okay, so there is also another family like MERS covaxins COVID virus, the like the Middle East respiratory syndrome coronavirus. Okay, so this is your coronavirus. This is the coronavirus which is under the family of the SARS coronavirus. So now, why this is called corona? Because this is the single stranded RNA of the coronavirus. Genetic material of the coronavirus is single stranded RNA, and which is positive sense. Okay, and various spike proteins, okay, or ACE proteins are arranged like this. Okay, so something, this is looked like the crown of a king. That's why this is called your corona. Okay, so now the pathogenesis of corona. This is also here, I can add one point here. This is also your type of beta coronavirus. This is the type of beta coronavirus. Okay, so COVID-19, this is due to the coronavirus. Okay, so this is under the family of SARS coronavirus 2, and this is beta coronavirus type. Okay, so now what is the pathogenesis of the coronavirus? So here I am writing the pathogenesis of coronavirus. Okay, so let's imagine this is one coronavirus with his spike protein. Okay, and this is looks like some crown, and this is his RNA, single stranded RNA within the virus, guys. Okay, now this coronavirus is attacking one human cells. Okay, this coronavirus, this is attacking one human cells. Let's imagine this is the cell membrane of a human cell. Okay, in human cell membrane, this coronavirus is actually attacking on a specific receptor which is present on the human cell membrane. That receptor is nothing but your, I'm drawing this receptor here. Okay, this is your S2 receptor, guys. S2 receptor. Okay, S2 receptor. So this S2 receptor is important. This is important for the attacking or for the attachment of the coronavirus with the human cell. Okay, with the human cell. Now you may be aware about that the one angiotensinogen. When angiotensinogen is converted into angiotensin 1, the enzyme here acting is your renin enzyme. Actually this is one of the major important step for renin angiotensin aldosterone system or RAS pathway. Okay, so now angiotensin is converted into angiotensinogen is converted into angiotensin 1, then angiotensin is converted into angiotensinogen 2. Angiotensinogen is converted into angiotensin 1, and then angiotensin 1 is converted to angiotensin 2 in the presence of one enzyme. This enzyme is here your ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme. This is one ecto enzyme, guys. Exoenzymes, okay, mainly present in the blood capillary of lungs. Okay, so angiotensin converting enzyme is converting your angiotensin 1 into angiotensin 2, but this is not the target of the virus. I told that the virus is attacking on the ACE2 receptor, that means angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptors. Okay, so what is this now? ACE2 receptors, guys. ACE2 receptors is, what is this? Okay, so ACE2 receptors is nothing but actually this is one enzyme which is degrading your angiotensin 2, or this is metabolized or degraded into angiotensin 2. Okay, so for the further metabolism of angiotensin 2, one enzyme is required here. This is called your ACE2, and this is the target. This is the target for your coronavirus. This is the target for your coronavirus. Okay, so the virus, coronavirus, it has some spike protein. Here you can appreciate this, the spike protein or S protein. This spike protein is actually attaching with this S2 receptor, and this is the mechanism how the coronavirus is attacking the human cell. Okay, so this H2 receptor is highly present at your respiratory tract. Okay, this H2 receptors, huge concentration of H2 receptors, huge concentration of H2 receptor is present in your respiratory tract. That's why the major complications of the coronavirus disease, okay, or the COVID infection, major complications is related to with your respiratory tract, guys. Okay, here for the binding of spike protein or S protein, okay, this is your S protein, this is your spike protein, this is your spike protein, or S protein. I am writing spike protein or S protein. For the binding of S protein with S2 receptor of human cell, okay, of human cell, one most important protease is important. Okay, one most important thing is required here. This is called, which is also present on the cell membrane of the human. This is also present on the cell membrane of the human, and this is, let's imagine this thing, this is also present on the cell membrane of the human. This is your TMPRSS2. Now what is the full form of TMPRSS2? I am writing here the TMPRSS2. Okay, TMPRSS2. This is the transmembrane protease precursor 2. Okay, so transmembrane protease precursors 2. Okay, transmembrane protease precursor 2, this is also present on the human cell membrane. This is important for the attachment of S protein with the S2 receptor. Now question is how. Okay, now the question is how or why this is important, guys. So this TMPRSS2, it actually causing what? Now here you can appreciate the coronavirus. Okay, this is the S protein of coronavirus. This is the S protein of coronavirus, and here the human cell membrane I'm writing CM for cell membrane, and this is the ACE receptor, guys, ACE2 receptors. Okay, now this, for the attachment of S protein, for the attachment of S protein with the S2 receptor, for the attachment of spike protein with the S2 receptor, there is little modification. There is little modification is required. Okay, which kind of modification? This is nothing but the one thing. This is the proteolysis of the S protein is important here. Okay, so proteolysis of the S protein is important here, and simultaneously another modification is also required. This is your glycosylation of S2 receptor is also required. So for the attachment of the coronavirus with the human cell membrane, so for the attachment of the coronavirus with the human cell membrane, your S2 receptor is important, and not only the presence of the receptor is important, the glycosylation of the S2 receptor is also important in this case. And not only that, the proteolysis of the S protein is also important, and these things is done, or this modification is done by your TMPRSS2 chemical, or TMPRSS2 protease. Okay, so now where this is present, TMPRSS2, this is also present on the cell membrane of human cell. Okay, done. Now this is your coronavirus. Here you can see this, and this is your ACE2 receptor, guys, and this is your TMPRSS2 receptor. So this is how the coronavirus is infecting your human cells. So for the infection, your ACE2 receptor is required. Now what happens? This coronavirus is entering within the human cell. Okay, now this is the first step, the stage of infection, how the coronavirus is attaching with the human cells. Now let's, here this is the human cell membrane. I am drawing human cell membrane, and coronavirus, here I am drawing the coronavirus. This is your coronavirus. Already I told this is single stranded RNA virus. So this coronavirus is now binds with your S2 receptor, and then this is entering within the human cell. Okay, so this is now entering within the human cell via endocytosis. Okay, so what happening there, this virus is fusing with the cell membrane of human cell, and endocytosis of the virus is occurring. So two things is here, membrane fusion plus endocytosis, guys. Okay, so membrane fusion and endocytosis. Now the virus, this coronavirus, here is your coronavirus, this is within the human cell. Now it is present, and this virus is obviously covered by your human cell membrane, guys, human cell membrane. Okay, and because of this endocytosis process, what happening here, the virus which is present outside the cell, this is entering within the cell and enveloped by the human cell membrane. Okay, so this is called your endosome, guys, endosome, guys. Okay, so this is your endosome, which is covered by cell membrane or plasma membrane, and virus present within the cell. Now this virus is entering within the cells, intracellular mechanism. Everything is occurring here is intracellular mechanisms. One important thing is here that the pH of the endosome must be acidic for the survival of the virus. Okay, for the survival of the coronavirus which is entering and forming the endosome, the pH of the endosome, it must be acidic, otherwise the virus can't be survive. Okay, next step is your uncoating of virus. Okay, so what is uncoating? The only the viral RNA, that is your single stranded RNA, positive sense. Okay, single stranded RNA, only the RNA of the virus is now come out from this endosome. Okay, and this RNA is, it has multiple functions. Okay, now within this human cell, this RNA, it may form some structural proteins, okay, some structural proteins via translation mechanism, and this RNA also forming one non-structural protein, that is your RNA dependent RNA polymerase. Clear? Okay, so this is the uncoating. Here what happens, there one thing is happening here, this is called your uncoating of the virus, uncoating of the virus. Now after uncoating, the genetic material, this is the single stranded RNA, the genetic material is the single stranded RNA of the virus, it comes out and undergoes in translation process. After translation, your RNA, this single stranded RNA is forming some structural proteins of the virus. Structural proteins of what? Structural proteins of virus. And not only that, this is also forming some non-structural protein, as for example your RNA dependent RNA polymerase. Okay, RNA dependent RNA polymerase. Okay guys, so this is the, this is occurring inside the human cell. Okay, so now this structural protein of virus, let's example, I am giving some examples of the structural protein of virus. This is one thing, which is your spike proteins, this is something like this. Next is your nucleocapsid proteins, also present in the as a structural component of the coronavirus. And M proteins or membrane proteins, guys, various membrane proteins of the structural protein, which is also forming the structure of the virus. Next, something called your hemagglutinin esterase protein. This is an enzyme. Okay, so these proteins are formed as a structural protein of virus. Ultimately, these structural proteins are nothing forming the this are forming actually the envelope of the virus without genetic material. Okay, so this is the envelope of the virus, only the envelope of the virus is formed by these structural proteins. And now in non-structural proteins, there is, I also I told that RNA dependent RNA polymerase. This RNA dependent RNA polymerase, okay, this RNA dependent RNA polymerase, it may synthesize your mRNA. Okay, it has main three functions. It may synthesize mRNA. Okay, it prevents cell division. Okay, it prevents cell division. Whose host cell division, that means the human cell division. Host cell division, here the host is human cell division. It prevents the human cell division. And not only that, this RNA dependent RNA polymerase is further forming another RNA dependent RNA polymerase formation. Okay, actually the non-structural protein which is synthesized from the single stranded RNA, it is your RNA dependent RNA polymerase. Okay, so this RNA dependent RNA polymerase is forming the mRNA. It prevents the cell division, host cell division. Okay, and also another RNA dependent RNA polymerase formation. Okay, now one important thing is important here. This is here you can appreciate the within the human cell. I already told everything which is occurring within the human cell. That means this is the intracellular mechanism. Now sorry, like every other cells, your human cells also has nucleus within these cells. Okay, within these cells, this is the nucleus. This is the nucleus of the human cell. I am writing in nucleus of the human cell. Now those RNA dependent RNA polymerase, those forming here from the from the single stranded RNA of the virus is now this RNA dependent RNA polymerase is entering within the nucleus of the human cell to hijack all the genetic machinery of the human cell and undergoes its further replication or single stranded RNA formation. So what happens here within the nucleus of the human cell, here you can appreciate within the nucleus of the human cell, within the nucleus of the human cell, this RNA dependent RNA polymerase of virus is entering, okay, via one transporter, and this is very important. Okay, this transporter is your important transporter. Okay guys, so now this RNA dependent RNA polymerase is within the nucleus of human cell and it hijacks all the genetic machinery of the human cell, and now it forms single stranded RNA, multiple copies of single stranded RNA, viral RNA obviously, which is viral RNA, single stranded viral RNA via polymerization reaction. Okay guys, within the nucleus of human cell. Now this multiple copies of single stranded RNA which comes out and entering within this envelope of the virus, which is already formed previously by the structural protein of the virus, and one new virus is formed within the complete virus is formed within the human cell like this. Okay, and next what's happened, this virus after completely when the virus is formed completely, it exocytes or exocytosis here. That means this virus comes out from the human cell. Okay, now there are various new virus is there, various new virus. Okay, more than one new virus. Okay, so now this virus, these are foreign particles, and our immune system is detecting this virus, and this actually the coronavirus infection is causing our overactivity of immune system guys. Okay, immune system, overactivity of the immune system. Okay, and these virus are detected by our immune system like various macrophages. Okay, detects the virus here, and there is one important thing, due to the overactivity of our immune system there is cytokine storm. Okay, huge secretion of the cytokine like interleukin 6, TNF alpha, okay, and VGFG, various cytokines, huge secretion of the cytokines. This is called your cytokine storms. This is due to the overactivity of the immune system. So the infection of the COVID, the infection of the corona is causing the overactivity of our immune system, and due to this your huge cytokine storms is occurring here. That means interleukin 6, TNF alpha, VGFG, these are secreted. Okay, and these things are causing the local tissue damage. Now if let's imagine this is your lungs. Okay, now various virus, huge population of virus is present within your lungs tissue. Now what happens, due to the presence of virus, your immune system is secreting various cytokinins. Okay, or there is a cytokine storms, I already told these things. Okay, cytokine storms here, and due to huge secretion of the cytokines there, this is now what happens, there is the local tissue damage, the damage of your lungs tissue. Okay, damage of your lungs tissue. This damage is causing what, organ damage. Now this tissue damage, it may convert into organ damage, and this organ damage is the cause of your acute respiratory distress syndrome, and not only the acute respiratory distress syndrome, multiple organ failure is also there. And that's why your various problems like asthmatic problems or the various problem to related with your respiratory organs is occurring here. So this is the pathogenesis, okay, of the coronavirus. So now the drugs, various drugs are how those drugs are acting, or the drugs which is inhibiting which steps, okay, of the infection is I am going to talk about this on the next video.